I was so reliant on it myself as a person and grew to believe that it was just, I was fine, I could control myself, it was fun and I was enjoying my life, and life's too short and all of this, but life is going to be way too short if I'm drinking it away every single weekend. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about 5 habits that can absolutely transform your life. These are from personal experiences, stuff I've read up on, stuff I've tried, stuff I've experienced myself, and things that I just know that in general can change your life, and things that also I am wanting to input more into my life and create as habits. These will really change things up for you. They're beneficial for your mind, your body, your soul and your spirit. Absolutely all of it, because everything is also related to stress, and these habits do definitely help with stress as well. Stress can affect absolutely every single part of your body inside and out, so I definitely think that you should be trying some of these habits, or at least thinking about giving them a go. I, from my own experience personally, have tried all of these habits, and all of them have seemed to do a lot in terms of improving my life and my lifestyle itself and the way I feel inside and out. So let's get into it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Habit number 2, and this one I am a huge believer in, and that is cut down on alcohol, please. So obviously there's a whole stigma around the fact that if you don't drink alcohol you're boring, you're a loser, and it's as simple as that to everyone basically. But a lot of people over the past couple of years have started to wake up a little bit and realise it doesn't make you a loser. If anything, it's the opposite way around. You find yourself not being reliant on alcohol to make you confident. You're having confidence in yourself. You're so much more productive. You have so much more time for yourself. You are less anxious, stressed. It's all in all good for your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, your health, your well-being, absolutely everything. Cutting down on alcohol really is a big factor in changing your life. I am 22 years old and I did exactly what everybody else usually does, and I was at a stage where I was just constantly relying on drink. It was making me not a very nice person. I was grumpy, I was moody, I was tired, I was sluggish, I wasn't productive. I didn't really like myself as a person when I was drinking all the time. I felt like it was all a mask and it was all a front. I realised that we're all just having meaningless conversations. We're all doing small talk because we're going to the same pub the same day every single week, and it's consistent, and you're seeing the same people and talking about the same things. I completely understand going out for a drink when it's a friend's birthday or a celebration or an event or like a reason to it, or you've not gone out in a long time and you want to have a drink, or just literally just have a little bit of fun. I do that. I am putting my hands up and I 100% do that. However, I mean cutting down on alcohol with not being reliant on to have to drink every Friday and every Saturday, have to work the whole week to get to the end of the week and then just drink it away and then be hungover, sluggish on Sunday, and it actually stays with you throughout the whole of the next week as well, which is why you're normally always tired for work. You get home and you just want to sleep, you wake up, you're tired, you go to work, you get home, you want to sleep, and it's just a constant cycle until the weekend where you're probably going to do the exact same thing as you did before. I was so reliant on it myself as a person, and it can upset me a little bit sometimes thinking that I was, and I kind of grew to believe that it was not a bad thing to be doing. I grew to believe that I was fine, I could control myself, it was fun and I was enjoying my life, and life's too short and all of this, but life is going to be way too short if I'm drinking it away every single weekend. It 100% is. And I wanted to start working on my health, my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul. Just cut it down. Just stop thinking you have to have alcohol to have a good time. You just have so much more time for yourself. I feel like I was a lot more productive when I stopped drinking alcohol, and loads of people are like coming on the bandwagon now, like cutting down drinking alcohol. It's not good for you. It really isn't good for you. However, it's great to have a fun time with it sometimes, but just stop being reliant on it, because you will find so much more confidence once you stop relying on alcohol in comparison to the confidence you get when you drink alcohol all the time, because you will find confidence with your true self. And I feel like when we are drinking, we all think like the truth comes out when you're drunk. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I feel like the stigma around that you're boring when you don't drink alcohol is purely just a projection of how the other person who's drinking actually feels, because they realise that the only way they feel they can be a fun and confident person is with putting something into their body, and that's not true. We weren't born out of the womb and just started drinking to have like a good time. We didn't drink when we were younger to like have fun with our friends. We'd like make loads of things together and like come up with fun games and ideas, and we'd always have a laugh, like we giggle. Like we didn't need in the start alcohol to be happy, so we really do not need it now. It's a form of habit. Alcohol's a habit, and I think that once you can actually set boundaries with yourself and understand when to stop drinking, and understand when maybe you don't need to go for a drink 3 nights of the week this week, and you can just like maybe balance it out to just go like 1 or 2 and just cut down one day, you'll feel so much better. You don't have all the stress and anxiety, because I know that for me personally, when I was hungover, I was so anxious, so stressed out, and I just didn't want to do anything. I just couldn't do anything, and I was getting up late, I was sleeping in all day, and as soon as I stopped, early on the weekends, early in the week, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling productive, I'm feeling energized, and you just feel all in all better. You have so much more potential with yourself once you stop drinking alcohol or relying on it all the time. And you actually enjoy it so much more when you do drink. One, it's cheaper because your body's not used to it, so one, it's a lot of a cheaper night out, and 2, you actually enjoy the conversations with your friends more because you haven't done it 24/7 every single day. You actually enjoy, I'm not saying I'm an alcoholic or was an alcoholic by the way at all, I just think I was the usual standard 19, 20-year-old, thrown away from that now, and I've realised that I enjoy my time so much more when I do go out, because I don't have to spend as much money, and it's not a constant thing that I do every day, so I actually am grateful and enjoy the experience of drinking without going overboard. So yeah, please just cut down on alcohol. I really want what's best for everybody, and I want this world to heal themselves and get better and change and be like the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. And I feel like definitely stopping drinking alcohol 24/7 or relying on it is a huge thing. Obviously, if you do have a drinking problem, please go speak to somebody and go get some help on it, because it's really not as simple as what I'm just saying right now. It is mainly for the people who are just like either you could be whatever age, but this is mainly a point for the people that aren't alcoholics necessarily, but use it to rely on to have a good time. Do it too much. But if you have got some drinking problems, please make sure to speak to somebody and reach out to someone, because there is a lot of help out there for this, especially because everyone's becoming a lot more aware of the situation now. So yeah, that's my next point. And I love you all. Okay, so I feel like those 2 points were really, really long, so I am going to try and trim it down a little bit. Okay. So my next point is journaling. This links into the 2 things that I have just spoken about, and journaling I've been doing on and off for about 6 years now. Been consistent with it for about 2 to 3 years, and I mean consistent every single day, but that's just because I formed it into a habit, and I realised once I started doing it, it really benefited me. I'm just going to get through this point quite quickly, because there's like, everyone speaks about journaling, I know a lot of people talk about it. The main factors for me personally, and that I know can definitely help you, is 1, get your thoughts and feelings out on paper. You can see your thoughts and feelings from a completely different perspective, because this, and when you see it on paper, is a completely different switch up. You see it in a completely different way. Once it's out and you've let it go, you can evaluate the situation, you can read what you've put, and sometimes you actually might think, okay, I sound stupid, I don't know why I'm thinking that in my head, I need to just like sort this out. And once you can get it out of here, you can actually evaluate it a lot better. So I definitely think that journaling is a huge thing for feelings, thoughts and emotions, 100%. It's also great for memories. You can write down all the specific things that you did that day, or the month or the year, whichever one you want to do. It can be random memories from like 5 years ago. Sometimes I do that in the back of my journal, just like as a little prompt. I put like random memories in the back of my journal, and if I think of something, and my journal is usually with me, if I just think of something that I really, really like enjoyed or loved, or an amazing passionate memory, or something that someone said or did or I felt, and I really want to remember it, I just write it down in the back of my journal. And it could be from whenever, I might not even know the date, but you don't have to be specific, or you can be so vivid and specific if you want to. It's just nice to be able to also go back through and like look at all the nice memories. You can like post-it note in each of the different pages, like if it was a good or bad memory, or good feelings or bad feelings, and you know, like the little like post-it tags that you can put at the top of the book, you can put those in, and you can highlight things if you want to, you can go back through them. And also one huge thing is seeing how much you've grown, and that's one thing that I definitely did notice. Sometimes it can make you feel a bit going back and looking at some of your past journals. It can be really cringy, or they can just be really upsetting, or they can bring back a lot of feelings. However, looking back at it and then seeing how you are now is a great reminder for that you're doing well, because I feel like sometimes we are all just going through the motions, going through life, which is absolutely great, be in the present, but sometimes you can kind of forget how far you've come. And once you've got reached all these different goals or ambitions and dreams, once you've reached them, you kind of sometimes can forget where you came from. And going back to your journal, seeing how you felt a couple of years ago or months ago or weeks ago, however long it was, and looking back and then realizing, wow, look what I have accomplished since then. Look how much I've grown with my mindset since then. Look how much I've grown with my body since then, my ambitions, my goals, my dreams, my hobbies. You can really see the change and the difference, and it is such an incredible feeling, I can promise you that. Or you can see that there's maybe repeating patterns where you felt bad and you're still feeling the same way, and it may link to one situation or one person or one thought, one feeling, and you can actually evaluate the situation and go, these two things link. I was feeling this way when this happened. This has happened again and I'm feeling this way. What do I need to do? What do I not need to do? Who do I need to talk to, not talk to, cut out? What do I need to improve on? And it's just great. It's just great for personal improvement and personal development. Self-improvement is key. But yeah, journaling, huge, and it's just, big part of my life now, and I do it every single day. And by the way, you don't need to journal a lot. You can do once a week, once a month, whatever you want to do, or once a day. And if you are trying to do it once a day but you find it a little bit difficult, I used to do this thing where if I was struggling, I'd just write down 2 lines. That's it. I just cover 2 lines or do 2 sentences. That's all I need to do. Or 2 words. Sometimes I used to just do 2 words, like with how I'm feeling, 2 words describing how I'm feeling and putting the date on it, and that's it. It's very simple. It's not hard. Journals are very cheap to get as well. So yeah, journaling.